All right, it is November 7th, about 6 weeks since the last video. I think I accidentally said it was August in the last video. It was actually September. I forget the exact date, but 6 weeks later, and I'm gonna make this short. You can see a lot has changed. Like I talked about, we ended up scrapping this bed and planting some stuff. I'll go over that in a little bit real quick. Wanted to show first that we did trim the trees. Again, just a little bit on the pear right there. I did spread the branches, but the rope broke, so I got some new rope. We're gonna do that. We're actually leaving for Japan and South Korea in 2 days, so we're scrambling. We just had a Halloween party about a week and a half ago. It's been crazy times around here. Anyway, we did a big chop on the nectarine, big chop on the apricot, and I don't think we did much on the plum. A little bit though. Anyway, you can see back here, this is a volunteer amaranth. It's way taller than me at this point. It's probably 7 feet tall, maybe a little more. Anyway, so what we've been working on the last few days is getting our drip irrigation set up because we're going to be gone for 3 weeks. So we have circles around all the trees, all the way down. We moved the potted plants, all of them to the side yard. Remember, we used to have our blueberries along here. All the potted plants are now in the side yard, except for these two guys, which have drip off of this bed. So yeah, we added drip to all the trees. We're gonna let the strawberries die, maybe start fresh next year, put something else there. Just finished up doing the drip on the avocado this morning. That was the last thing we needed. I think we have 46 emitters. So that's 23 gallons an hour. It's kind of a lot, but it should be good. Finally got this bed going. This was empty last time I showed. We've got arugula, broccoli, some different cabbages, a couple artichokes. This one's sad. And then another, I think that's cauliflower actually. So we've got our drip line in. I even put a few onions just now. I've got more that I'm gonna fill out this whole bed. Some marigolds. Here's our passion fruit. Again, we got the drip going on right there. Avocado tree is doing well. This is still the biggest one, I think. It's quite large at this point. It's looking good. That'll probably be ready for harvest in March or April. Again, gonna make this pretty quick. You see, we did get rid of the tomatoes, so this is all open now. We've been doing a bunch of pesto off the basil right there. We've got a lot of peppers going on in here. If you can see them, some are green, some are red, some nice yellow ones, some poblanos. Anyway, the peppers have really come on well in the last month or so. Trimmed up the eggplant, still a ton of eggplant going on in there. Lots of eggplant. Let's see, we've got green and purple kohlrabi. It's actually starting to be a little mini kohlrabi there. It should be exciting when we get home from our trip to see that. There's some more random broccoli and cabbage and arugula and bok choy and a little bit of Swiss chard in there. These are green onions. We put our zucchini on this table to get it out of the way so we could go ahead and plant in our bed. Still getting zucchinis. This was part of the original planting in the spring. There was 4 originally. We kept these 2. They just keep going. I think we're gonna cut these down before we leave in a couple days though, just because they're kind of high maintenance. Let's see, this is more of the assorted broccoli, cabbage, more cabbage. There's some cauliflower in there. These are all onions. I think these are the white onions. Have some red ones over there. We've got the Japanese maple on drip. Everything's on drip. So I just ran it for an hour as a test and looks like it leaked, but not too bad, I guess. I probably should put it over there so the amaranth got watered. Whatever. Let's see. Again, more assorted. I think that's cauliflower. More cabbage back there. More arugula. This arugula is crazy. So much of it. This is romaine lettuce. Again, more onions. These are red onions. I mean, these guys have just exploded in growth. These are huge. Jeez. We got some peas going. Hopefully these kind of climb the trellis while we're gone. I don't know what that's gonna look like when we come back. Also did some over here. Like all up in here, actually. I'm probably gonna get rid of those. That was just like kind of a safety measure in case we didn't get good germination. These guys are just huge. I think that's cauliflower. Moving right along. Actually, look at that blueberry is starting to bloom again. Still kind of figuring out how all these plants grow. All right, so we have all these on drip irrigation now. So I've got a line that runs all the way along the wall, and then little lines off of that go to little emitters in there. These are half-gallon emitters. They seem to put out more water than my drip line half-gallon emitters, but that's okay. Here's the guava. These have not ripened up yet. They've looked like this for a while. I think it looked like this 6 weeks ago, but we'll see what happens there. Grapevines are starting to turn color. And all the way down there. Just potted up these new fig varieties, 4 new varieties. These are my duplicates still. Trying to get rid of them. I've given away 2. I think I'm gonna give away 1 more and probably get rid of the rest. This is actually almost ripe. But yeah, probably getting rid of most of those. Here's my dragon fruit, still going strong. These are the only things that are not on drip irrigation. So our cat sitters will give them a water once a week, thanks to them. These are actually put on a lot of growth. This is all new growth. This one I just noticed is finally showing some growth. So they're growing, but I'm keeping them in the shade, so they don't need much water while we're gone. Berries, blackberries, still going strong on this plant. This has been one of the better plants. Let's see, a bunch of berries, berries, berries. This is the lemon guava. We actually got a few lemon guava off that. Still flowering. Still going strong. And there's even some fruit on here somewhere. Yeah, right here. So guavas going strong in the fall time. And then all of our extra plants, more figs. Here's our 4 avocados. Looking good, especially this one. It's actually almost shoulder high. Which one is that? It's the Pinkerton Gem. This is the Reed, which means this is the Kona Charwil. Again, smaller than the rest. It got started a couple months later. These are just kind of all the rejects down here. Well, not the figs, but some of the berries didn't really do too well for us. We'll see if we keep all of them. Probably will. And then here's our drip irrigation. It's off right now, but I'm gonna set that to run every 3 or 4 days while we're gone for like 30 to 45 minutes. I ran this for an hour yesterday, and it was just way too much water. I mean, this thing was a big puddle. It was running down there, so I'm not sure. Let's show you the front yard real quick. We haven't shown that before. Almost done, I promise. All right, here's the front yard. Just got all the Halloween decorations done. And let's see, we've got drip irrigation here. This is Olivia's flower bed. Actually looking pretty good. It's been a little slow going. It doesn't get a ton of sun here. And now, as the sun's getting lower, this tree is like totally shading this whole area almost all day, unfortunately. So one of the main goals is to get this thing trimmed by the city, or do it ourselves, I guess. I don't know if that's allowed. Here's our corn. This is our 2nd round of corn. We did corn in the summer. Actually got huge. It was like over the roof. And it eventually fell over in Hurricane Hillary, or Tropical Storm Hillary. But we got some corn off it. It didn't taste very good. It tasted like corn, not sweet corn. I'm assuming that's what like Native American corn tasted like. So we got some new corn. I don't know if it's gonna produce because it's not really getting sun. Our fall decorations. And then here is our drip for the corn. This is a mess, but now we have a splitter. So we've got that thing and then the hose, so we can do both. And yeah, that's everything. We are going to Japan and South Korea. Very excited. Also excited to see what the garden looks like when we get home. So we'll see you back that time. Thanks for watching. Bye.